Welcome back to J&M Paranormal. In this video, we will be looking at 3 more haunted locations and the history behind them. If you like this content, please hit the subscribe button and leave us a comment below. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Bodie, California is a town enveloped in mystery and intrigue, with a history that is rich with tales of the gold rush, Wild West lawlessness, and, allegedly, hauntings that continue to this day. Once a bustling hub, Bodie's population swelled to 10,000 during the boom of the 1870s and 1880s, when gold was discovered in the hills around Mono Lake. Today, Bodie stands as a state historic park with many buildings and streets preserved in a state of arrested decay. Visitors can walk through the town and see tables set with the original china and shops still stocked with supplies from a bygone era frozen in time. The atmospheric setting has become the backdrop for numerous reports of supernatural activity. Many visitors and staff have reported encounters with ghosts, particularly in some of the old hotels, schools, and the local church. Some claim to have seen the spectral image of former residents, such as a young girl who tragically died, or miners who once sought their fortune there. The apparitions are often described as appearing suddenly and then vanishing without a trace. One of the most intriguing tales is that of music playing from the shuttered bars. People have reported hearing ghostly tunes and laughter drifting from buildings that have long been closed and abandoned. This ethereal music, often thought to be from pianos or old-fashioned jukeboxes, creates a surreal experience that both fascinates and unnerves those who encounter it. But it's not just visual and auditory phenomena that have contributed to Bodie's reputation as a haunted locale. A well-known legend warns that anyone who takes anything, even a rock or a nail, from Bodie will be cursed with bad luck and health problems upon leaving. This curse is so famous that the park rangers reportedly receive packages regularly from regretful visitors returning pilfered items, accompanied by letters detailing their misfortunes since taking them. The alleged hauntings in Bodie continue to captivate ghost hunters, historians, and tourists alike, adding a mysterious allure to a place that already stands as a captivating window into the past. Whether these occurrences are genuine supernatural events or simply the products of active imaginations, they undeniably add to the town's unique charm and historical significance. Bonaventure Cemetery, located in Savannah, Georgia, has become renowned not only for its rich history and prominent occupants, but also for its eerie and captivating legends that have intrigued many. A quintessential example of Southern Gothic beauty, the cemetery is graced by Spanish moss-draped oaks that provide a gentle shade to the time-worn Victorian monuments scattered throughout the graveyard. If you were an avid reader during the 90s, you may recognize Bonaventure Cemetery as the evocative setting featured in the novel Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. The cemetery's air of enigmatic charm can certainly be felt throughout the pages of the book. Many distinguished individuals have been laid to rest here, including legendary singer Johnny Mercer and famed poet Conrad Aiken. However, among the resting, a particular grave has become a focal point for visitors and ghost enthusiasts alike: the grave of Gracie Watson. Gracie died tragically young, at only 6 years old, and her grave is adorned with a life-sized marble statue. The statue's hand rests on a tree stump, a symbolic representation of her life tragically cut short. Visitors moved by her story often leave toys at her grave as a tribute. It is here that the reports of paranormal activity have frequently emerged. Numerous visitors have claimed to have seen the ghost of little Gracie near her grave, appearing almost as lifelike as the marble statue. Witnesses describe her as a playful but melancholy spirit, often seen wandering near her gravesite. But Gracie's ghost is not the only mysterious phenomenon that has been reported at Bonaventure Cemetery. Other unsettling accounts have been documented over the years, giving the place an aura of mystique and unease. Inexplicable sounds, such as the cries of unseen babies and the distant barking of phantom dogs, have been reported to echo through the tombstones at night. Some visitors have even recounted statues within the cemetery seemingly coming to life. They describe approaching a grave only to witness the cold stone face of a statue curling into a smile, a phenomenon that defies rational explanation. These eerie occurrences have turned Bonaventure Cemetery into more than just a historical site. For those fascinated by the paranormal or simply looking for an experience beyond the ordinary, it stands as a testament to Savannah's rich tapestry of legends, mystery, and unexplained phenomena. Whether one believes in ghosts or merely enjoys a thrilling story, Bonaventure Cemetery offers an intriguing glimpse into a world where the line between the living and the dead seems hauntingly thin. Cahaba, Alabama, the state's first capital, is now renowned as a famous ghost town, gaining its name from its location at the confluence of the state's longest river, the Alabama, and the Cahaba River. After being abandoned in the aftermath of the Civil War, this once thriving town has since become a mysterious and haunting destination for those interested in the paranormal. Several chilling tales and ghostly phenomena are associated with Cahaba. Among the deserted buildings, an eerie slave burial ground, and long-forgotten cemeteries, there are frequent reports of unexplained sights and sounds that continue to draw ghost hunters and curious visitors. The most well-known haunting in Cahaba is undoubtedly the spectral tale related to Colonel C.C. Pegue's house. Shortly after the colonel was killed in battle, a strange and luminous floating orb began appearing in the garden maze on the property. This ghostly light, known as Peg's ghost, would dance mysteriously through the twists and turns of the maze, appearing to follow a path known only to itself. It is said to be an ethereal embodiment of the colonel's restless spirit, still lingering where he once lived. But Peg's ghost is not the only paranormal mystery in Cahaba. Visitors have also reported chilling whispers in the old courthouse, flickers of lanterns in buildings that have long stood empty, and ghostly apparitions wandering among the graves in the town's cemeteries. Some have even claimed to hear the clinking of chains near the slave burial ground, a haunting reminder of a dark period in the town's history. These ghostly encounters have led to Cahaba's reputation as a hub for paranormal activity, and it has become a popular setting for ghost tours. Guides often regale visitors with spine-chilling stories of the town's tragic past, the people who once lived there, and the unexplained events that have taken place since its abandonment. Whether it's the allure of the unknown or a fascination with the town's tragic history, Cahaba continues to attract visitors keen to explore its haunted landscape. Its mix of historical importance and spectral lore has made it a unique and captivating destination for those drawn to both the tangible and the inexplicable. Calcasieu Courthouse, located in Lake Charles, Louisiana, has become a notorious site due to its alleged hauntings tied to a tragic historical figure, Tony Joe Henry. Tony Joe Henry's life was marked by hardship and criminality. A former worker, she reached national levels of infamy after committing a cold-blooded murder in 1940. Her victim was Joseph P. Calloway, whom she and an accomplice robbed and killed. This led to her arrest, and her beauty and charm captured the public's attention as she stood trial. Her legal proceedings were anything but ordinary, as it took 3 intense trials to secure her conviction. The public followed her case closely, and she was often described as charming and manipulative. Finally, she was found guilty and became the first and only woman in Louisiana to be executed in the electric chair. Her execution took place on November 28, 1942, in the Calcasieu Parish Courthouse Jail. The legend of Toni Jo Henry's haunting at the Calcasieu Courthouse began shortly after her death. Employees and visitors have reported eerie occurrences that they attribute to her lingering spirit. Some claim to feel her presence in various parts of the building, particularly near the jail area where she spent her last days. Others have even reported smelling the distinct scent of burning hair, a grim reminder of her execution. The manifestations of her spirit are not limited to mere sensations and smells. Many courthouse workers assert that Toni Jo meddles with everyday life within the building, making life more difficult for the employees. Tales of mysterious events including unexplainable malfunctions with office equipment, doors locking by themselves, lights flickering without apparent cause, and objects moving inexplicably. Some paranormal investigations have been conducted at the courthouse to explore the authenticity of these claims, and some investigators believe they have captured evidence of Toni Jo's presence. Whether real or folklore, the haunting of Calcasieu Courthouse by Toni Jo Henry continues to be a part of Lake Charles's local culture and history. It draws curiosity from paranormal enthusiasts, tourists, and locals alike, contributing to the mystique and allure of this historic location. Since its construction in 1886, the Crescent Hotel in Eureka Springs, Arkansas, has been a structure with a multifaceted history. Starting as a luxury resort, it later became a conservatory for young women and a junior college. But the strangest and perhaps most notorious chapter in its history began in 1937 when it was purchased by Norman G. Baker. Baker, a millionaire inventor with no medical background, made a controversial decision to turn the Crescent Hotel into a hospital that could cure cancer. He masqueraded as a doctor and promoted the facility as a healing center, promising desperate families and patients that he had found a miracle cure. His methods were eventually exposed as fraudulent, leading to his being run out of town. However, his connection to the hotel seemed to persist beyond his earthly life, with reports of alleging that Baker's spirit found its way back to the site. The hauntings at the Crescent Hotel go beyond Baker's spirit and are a significant part of its allure and mystique. Visitors and staff have reported eerie phenomena, and paranormal enthusiasts regularly explore the hotel for signs of the supernatural. The now operating Crescent Hotel is said to be haunted by at least 8 ghosts, each with distinct characteristics and backstories. A 5-year-old girl who is often seen playing in the hallways, her laughter echoing in empty rooms. A bearded man in Victorian clothing whose appearance is often accompanied by the scent of pipe tobacco. The ghost of a nurse pushing a gurney, typically spotted near the old morgue area where Baker's Hospital operated. A former patient who seems to be waiting for treatment, appearing confused and distressed. The apparition of a lady in a nightgown who has been seen dancing in the ballroom. The spirit of a cat, a former pet of a hotel resident, that can be heard purring or felt rubbing against people's legs. The ghost of Michael, a stonemason who fell to his death during the hotel's construction, often seen in the area where he died. And of course the menacing presence of Norman G. Baker himself, who has been spotted in his old office and other parts of the hotel. These alleged hauntings have turned the Crescent Hotel into a popular destination for ghost tours and paranormal investigations. The hotel embraces its eerie history, even offering tours that detail the bizarre and unsettling past. Whether visitors come for a luxurious stay or a brush with the otherworldly, the Crescent Hotel continues to be a place of fascination and intrigue, reflecting the complexity and mystery of its storied past. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a comment below and subscribe for more content just like this. Until next time, stay curious.